Blessings, everybody. Welcome in, welcome. How is everybody doing this evening? My good old camper, and just enjoying the day. And whoa, I dropped just in between my leg. Sorry, I had dropped my phone, but I just want to say, hey, how you doing? Welcome in. Just want to say hi. Just want to thank you all for coming in and joining me in my time here on the live with TikTok. Excuse me, live with TikTok. Yes. I just thank you for coming in and joining me. You know, I had a good weekend. Husband and I, we went to the west side of Michigan. I'm from Flint, Michigan, and went to the west side of the state to go check out the beach, which was Grand Haven. Really enjoyed it. It was nice. We enjoyed our time. Got a little sunburnt. Took the bike. Drove out. 2-hour drive. And yeah, it was just enjoyable. It was an enjoyable ride. We had a good time. Just took it easy. Just took our time and took the long way. Well, not so much the long way, but we took, main roads. We didn't take the expressway. It just gets to be too much sometimes. You have that enjoyable moments of going through different towns and cities and really getting to see, not just the countryside, but you really getting to see the state itself and how beautiful it can be, instead of just bypassing everything. Just like, I don't know if you guys ever welcome Summer, welcome Armando. I don't know if you guys ever flown anywhere or flown to different places, but I've flown to Las Vegas multiple times, and let me tell you, driving across country versus flying is the best thing I've ever experienced. Driving, we drove from Michigan. I'm from Flint, Michigan. And we drove from Flint, Michigan, and we stopped in Aurora, Denver, Colorado. My daughter lived out there at the time. And then from Denver all the way over to Las Vegas. And it was a nice time. Let me tell you, the beauty of this country and the mountains and just the scenery is in the mountains, going down the 9% grade mountains. Oh my goodness. I was scared. I was scared for my life. My husband thought I was the funniest thing, because here I was driving down the mountain and he's just saying, he's just taking pictures and looking out the window and say, "Oh, look, honey." And here we are going straight down the mountain. Whoo, I was about to pee my pants, because it was so much to take in that I didn't know what to do with my life. I was so scared. I was so nervous. I was like, "Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Help me, Lord." But I just wanted to welcome you all in. Come on in. Come join me. Just trying to get this started. Hi, Christy. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Just thanks for joining me this evening. And, how many of you traveled? How many of you have gone and seen different parts of the country? Not just United States, but in other countries. My dream is to always, I've had dreams to always visit Israel. That's one country I'd love to go see. Also Greece. My husband's family is from Greece, so I would love to just go and visit Greece at some point in our life. And I'm hoping to do that, soon. Before Jesus comes back, but soon. And I know, some things happen and some things may happen, but you know what? I enjoy the scenery that I've got to experience. The same thing, we had gone to Maine. We drove from Flint, Michigan to Portland, Maine. My husband and I, we drove out to Maine last year, and we stopped in Rochester, New York, and just moved our way through the northern part of New York, across Massachusetts, and up New Hampshire and Maine. And it was so beautiful. It was so nice. I enjoyed the scenery. it was just the scenery to see. Some things just look the same, but it's in different environments and different atmospheres. And that's what I love the most about traveling. Traveling across country, not just in an airplane, but, in your vehicle. I know some people don't like it. They can't tolerate it, or it's not a comfortable ride. But you know what? I've learned in my years of traveling, you travel what you can tolerate, your physical body. Because when you travel and you don't absorb what is out there, you miss it. There's things that you miss when you don't stop when you should. And even in life in general, we have the opportunity here in the United States to just stop and enjoy what is out there, enjoy what we see, enjoy what is in front of us. Many people, I'd rather fly. I just get there and do what I need to do and then hop on the plane and get back. It doesn't take long. But you know what? You miss out on a lot. You miss out on a lot of things. Same thing with work. Many people have a 9-to-5 job and they're working 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. They may have to work a little longer. And wouldn't you want to have an opportunity where you didn't have to work 9 to 5? I know I am working towards that goal right now, as where I do not have to work 9 to 5 every day. It's exhausting as much as we all enjoy our, the camaraderie between our coworkers. But you know what? What I miss the most is that time where I'm actually able to spend with my family, or I'm actually able to spend with my husband, or the time I'm actually able to spend enjoying the scenery. Hi guys, welcome in. Just tell me where you're from. I'm Jamie. I'm from Flint, Michigan, and I'm here in my camper. Yes, it's very warm here in Michigan. It's in the mid 80s, very, very humid. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Very humid. But let me tell you, oh, Lula, you're from Michigan too? Great. I'm from Flint. Not sure where you're from. But I welcome into the live here. My husband and I, we enjoy traveling, and he's a truck driver, so I'm able to spend the time with him when we're both home. He is local. He doesn't drive over the road, so I'm grateful for that. But what's wonderful is that I can't wait to get to the point where I'm able to just no longer have to work that 9 to 5 and miss out. I have family in different states. I have a daughter that lives in Ohio. I have grandparents that live down in Alabama. My dad lives in South Carolina. So just to travel those types of roads are wonderful. But even here in Michigan, there's different places here in Michigan that is just as beautiful, if not as amazing as if I were to go to, Georgia, or if I were to go to Alabama, or even down to Florida. But there are specific things about Michigan that is so much different than these other states. And I enjoy the west side of the state of Michigan, as I'm in Flint. So most people, looking, I'm right here in the middle of the mitten. I'm only using one hand. I'll show you. This is always in live. Cancel that. So with me being in Michigan, here we are. Whoop. I am right here. I'm right here in Michigan. That's where Flint is. Detroit is down. Wrong hand. Detroit is down here, and I'm over here. And what's amazing is that I enjoy going to the west side of the state, which is just, it's amazing. I enjoy it. Same thing in the northern state, the UP. There's so much different things in this part of in this part of the state that you would be amazed that you wouldn't think it was here. Same thing with other states as well. There are multiple things that are in different states. Like my daughter, she lives in Ohio, and there is 2 different places where you can see pretty amazing waterfalls. One is in Hocking Hills, which is in the southern part, just south of Columbus, southeast of Columbus, and then there's Cahokia Hills, which is actually north of Canton, or even just south of Cleveland, so just north of Akron. These areas are beautiful. And same thing with Michigan. They have a lot of waterfalls here in Michigan. But what's amazing is these other states. You guys, I would really love to be able to have the opportunity to be able to see more. I'm sure you would love to see more, but I would definitely love to see more, not only of this state, but different other states as well. As I mentioned, my husband's a truck driver, and he's been to all 48 states. Well, now he's been to 49. 49. How many? No, 47 states. No, 46 states. And until last year, he's been to 47. So he's got one more state to go of the lower 48, and that is North Dakota. He's been to South Dakota because he's been a truck driver. So we're able to see all these different states. He was able to see all these different states. I would love to have the opportunity to go to North Dakota. That would be great. So if any of you guys are from North Dakota, just say hi. I welcome you all in. Thanks for joining me tonight. This was just a spare of a moment. I wanted to get the opportunity just to come in and welcome everybody and to say hi. And like I said, I'm in my camper tonight. It's quite warm here in Michigan. Here in Flint, Michigan. It's very humid. Very, very humid here in Michigan. We're supposed to be getting some storms shortly, if not anytime soon, but it seems to be missing Michigan it seems to be missing Flint each and every single time that it has been coming through. So, but I'm just camping out in my camper tonight. I just enjoy, I love my camper. It's a very comfortable place. It's very quiet. It's small, but it's nice, and I enjoy it. It's really worth the time to just sit and enjoy. Just sit and enjoy what is out there for me. Just sit and enjoy what's happening. But I came on here mostly just to talk about some opportunities for everybody. If you happen to hear of any kind of digital marketing, and I know a lot of people are getting sick of digital marketing, but let me tell you, this thing right here is the now. It's the future. Digital marketing is the future. It is the now. It is what is actually moving, not just cryptocurrency, but also the digital world all together, as in digitally. Just things are happening. Things are changing. Things are evolving. Just day after day after day. So it's not a consistent thing, but there is consistency in the digital marketing world. And I just want to tell you guys that, being in this digital program that I'm a part of, it's a program, and it's wonderful because it's not a course, it's a program. And with the course, you purchase the course, you take the classes, and then you are promoted to the next course, and then you got to pay for that next course. With this program, there's no continuous buying. You only pay one time, and then that one pay, you're it. That's it. That's all you have to pay is just one time. And then you can earn your investment back, which is wonderful, because when you're into something and you invest like baseball cards, you find you invested so much in that card and you paid a lot of money, and then when you're ready to resell it back, you want the same value, if not more of what you purchased it for. Well, that's the same thing with this program that I'm a part of. Even though I may purchased it at $900, but after I've reselled the program, I've gained my investment back. And then after I continuously sell it, I profit every single time I resell that program. And it's a program. Like I said, it's not a course. It's not a digital course. It's not, you have to take the course in order to go to the next course, in order to do the next course. It's not like college. But you gain skills. You gain skills in regards to You've got a flash goal. Okay. I'm learning. This TikTok live thing I'm still learning. This is still new to me, so please forgive me. But this program is, like I said, it's not a course. Programs you continuously learn. A course you only are taught so much. Like I said, it's like college. You graduate to the next level. You move up to the next level. In this program, you can quickly learn what the program is about, and you can quickly learn to the next what's the word I'm looking for? You advance. I guess maybe that's what I'm looking for. Not just advance, but you gain more skill, you gain more knowledge, you gain more understanding. So that's what it is. You get more understanding of what you're learning. So each step that you take, it's a step forward to gaining income, step forward to profit, a step forward to gain an income that's passive. It's a passive income, which is wonderful, because why would you invest in something and you not get your investment back at 1,000-fold, 100-fold? I mean, just multiple and continuously. So I just wanted to put it out there that, this is something that, would be helpful to a lot of people. And it would not only be helpful to you, but also to others. Other people that are out there, that could gain an experience and move forward and create the income. Because you know what, there are some people that bought into this program. They bought into it, and they actually already received their investment at 100-fold. And then, of course, there are people out there that are still learning about this program. There is a community that you are a part of, that you glean from other people. There are people out there that have been in this program for more than 2.5 years. The founder of the Legacy Builder, who is Michelle, she is a 7-figure earner. 7 figures. So she makes a lot of money just in one day versus what she's made over the last 2.5 years, which is amazing, because let me tell you, that's just nothing but God. She is able to get through one day at a time and also make back what she has invested in herself. So would you be interested in investing in yourself? If you want to invest in yourself, put a 1 in the comments. This will help you, learn a little bit more. If you want to learn a little bit more of the program, the information, there's a link in my bio that you can copy and paste and put it in a browser, and it'll bring up your information. Bring up some information. All you have to do is put your email address in, and it'll take you where you need to go. And this will give you some insight on how to invest in yourself, how to see that you are more than just a paycheck. You're more than just somebody that gets paid by the hour. You are more than just somebody that can answer the phone. You are more than just somebody that's filling a need. You are more than just somebody that's warming up a seat. You are more than just somebody that's answering a phone call. You are more than just somebody there crunching numbers. You are more than just somebody pressing a press. You are more than just somebody teaching other people. You are more than just somebody assisting another person. You are more than just somebody that's arriving on time. You're more than just that. You're more than just what you've been told. You're more than just what God has told you. You are more than what God has given you. You are more than just what other people think you are. For a long time, I worked in the customer service world, and I was always told what I can and cannot do. How many of you enjoy being told what to do? I know I don't like being told what to do. I hate being told what to do. I'm a grown adult. And if there is something that I need to get done, I'm going to do it. Now, of course, there are policies and procedures that I've always learned that I need to follow. Don't get me wrong. But there are ways of doing things that not always are going to be to the T, but it's going to get done. And that's how I am. I'm one of those people that, okay, fine. If I'm not going to do it the way you want me to do it, I'm going to do it the way I can see it in my own mind to get accomplished and still get the same end result or even a better result, then let me do it. Same thing with this digital marketing. There's this opportunity where everybody learns differently and everybody's skill set is so differently. But the main goal to this is to create your own online business. That's the goal. Is for you to brand yourself, you to earn your income of what you're worth. And a matter of owning your own business. Now, I do want to own my own business. As an instructor, I would love to have a pool hall. I've always wanted to own a pool business. The billiards, I always wanted to. I thought it was the greatest idea. When my husband introduced me to shooting billiards, I thought it was the greatest. I mean, it's a great thing. It's cool. It's nice. But, oh, wow, just to own a pool hall, that would be amazing. It would be fun. It would be a lot of work. Well, everything's a lot of work. No matter which way you go about it, everything is a lot of work. And this too. So this too is also work. Maybe a lot, may not be. But you know what? It's how much you put into it. It's how much you want to see it grow. See, when you own something, like you have a child, you have a dog, you have a husband, you nurture it. You invest in it. You help it grow. You love on it. You bring it food. You love on it. And that's exactly what this is about. You learn to find out what really is, what it is that you want to teach and what you want to learn from other people. And I just want to teach people how to really invest in themselves, really love on themselves, because there's people out there that don't think they're worth, but they are. They are worth investing in themselves. They are worth looking into things to better their lives. They are worth trying to make the end meet, to make it even further, not just to stretch something, because even we get stretched. We are being stretched like rubber bands, but you know what? When a rubber band is stretched so much, a rubber band does snap. And what happens with the rubber band that snaps? It goes forward. So if you're being pulled so far, same thing with your income. You're at the point that you're at your wits' ends and you've had enough. Well, you're being pulled, just like that rubber band is being pulled back. And you're just waiting for somebody to let go. Well, start investing in yourself. And then once you let go of the things of this world, that rubber band is going to shoot you across the way, and you're going to gain momentum, and you're going to get to where you need to be. I don't know who I'm telling this to, and I don't know why I'm saying this, but you have to let the rubber band go. You have to let things go in order for things to move forward. You got pulled back, all the way back, because being pulled back, being stretched, there's going to be that stretch of momentum. So when that stretch of momentum is being pulled all the way back, you remember when you had one of those roundup, those toy cars that you pulled back and you pulled back and pulled back and pulled back, winding it up, pulling back, and then finally you get it pulled all the way back and it can't go back any further, and then finally you let it go. And you see that car just flying across the floor, and it's just hogtailing, going fast. That's what investing yourself in. When you start investing in yourself, when you start putting stuff in your heart, when you put stuff in your mind that, yes, I can do this. Yes, I am who God has called me to be. Yes, I can move forward in this. Yes, this is something that I'm able to accomplish. Yes, I am called to do this. Yes, I'm able to move forward and be able to gain momentum. That right there, my friend, is when you get catapulted and you begin to gain that momentum. When you want that momentum to go, once you let go of that toy car, it went. That momentum just flew. That toy car just flew across across the floor. And how many times did you see it flip? How many times did you see it stop? It did not stop. It kept going until it finally ran out. Sometimes there's some programs out there that just runs the course. Just like I said earlier, when you're in a course, you run the course. You run the entire course. You run it from the beginning to the end. But with a program, it just keeps building and building and building and building and building and building. See, with a program, you continue to build it up. That's the whole purpose of this digital marketing program. It is a program you keep adding and adding and adding and adding. It keeps building and building and building, and you keep gaining and gaining and learning and gaining and learning and learning and earning and earning and earning. It just keeps building up and up and up and up. When you keep building and building, you're able to go above where you're at right now. See, some people feel that they're not worth even to invest in themselves. Some people think they're not even worth to even try. I was one of them. I was so downtrodden. I was so mad at myself. I didn't trust myself. I didn't even trust the thing that was going on in my life. I didn't trust who I was. I didn't trust what the opportunity was. I didn't trust changes that could take place. I didn't trust it. I didn't trust who I was at the time when I started doing this program. And I fell off. I quit doing it. I failed myself. I didn't trust in myself to believe that I could make this through. I didn't trust in myself to believe that this can happen. I didn't trust in myself. It wasn't the program I didn't trust in. It was me I didn't trust in. I didn't trust in myself to allow me to change. I didn't trust in myself to allow myself to adjust to what was in the best interest. I had a lot of people to talk in my ear. I had a lot of people to tell me things that I knew wasn't true. But I knew at some point I had to block it all out. I knew at some point I had to just let it all go. Because even when you start letting things go and allowing God to use you, it changes things. It changes things. You're able to move forward and you're able to get through the things of life. Now, again, this digital program, it's digital, so it's online. Everything's online. The program, things that are being taught to you is all digital. The things that are being taught to you is all online. There's no course that you have to follow. It's a program. It's like a blueprint. You follow the blueprint. You follow what is given to you. When you follow those instructions, see, there's instructions. When you're given a program, there is instructions. It's almost like when you're putting a desk together and you have instructions. And it gives you step by step by step by step. See, when you follow the step by step by step, that program gives you the end result. We have to trust the instructions in order to make it through each step in order to see the end result. God's the same way. He gives us instructions and we have to follow them step by step. He gives us tests. He tests us and to see what are we actually going to do. Are we going to go to the left or are we going to go to the right? And when we go to the opposite way of what he has called us to do, he's going to test us. See, like I said earlier, there's ways of doing stuff, as in somebody wants you to do it one way, but you know in your heart another way is the better way. So you go against the grain. You go against what people's expectations are. You go against what people are telling you. You got to trust the process. When you trust the process, that's when you're able to move forward. Because even when you move forward, there's a way of doing stuff. When you move forward, you are given the instructions. When you're moving forward, God gives you an insight. When you're moving forward, that is when you are able to follow the blueprint. When you move forward, that's when the program is more developed and you're able to develop a new skill. You're able to develop an opportunity. You're able to develop a new sense of information or a dignity, or you have a propriety. So I'm just telling you guys, the best thing to do is just, if you want to learn more about this program, just put more in the comments, or check out my link in my bio. Not so much my link in my bio. Just put more in the comments and I will be able to share the information with you. You could go to my bio. There is a website that you can copy and paste and put in another browser. And I know some people don't like doing that because just extra steps. But you know what? You're able to learn. There's ways of doing it, and there's ways of getting things across. But you know what? God is in control, and He's able to make things. Sorry, I'm learning this stuff here. Just trying to get a feel of. So, TikTok has a way of doing things, and you know what? Oh, I can invite people. Oh, cool. I didn't know I could, but I guess I can, which is always nice. I don't know who else would I invite, but guess what? I'm live and I'm able to invite people if I want, but I don't think I'm going to. This is new to me, guys. So new to me. Whew, Jesus. I do enjoy this. This is actually quite fun. Learning different things on Facebook or on Twitter. What is this? Learning things new on what is this? TikTok. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what platform I'm on already. Jeez. Oh, you get to playing on all different kinds of programs and websites, and then you forget what you're doing. But you know what? I know that there is a way of doing things, and I do appreciate this. I'm having fun with this, but I'm a little lost at this moment. Can't disconnect all when no guest. Okay. All right. Well, somehow I managed to invite people, but I don't know how I managed to do this. But I'm not going to invite anybody. I'm not going to. We're going to switch my panels here. Here we go. Whew. Scared me for a minute because I didn't know what I was doing. Forgive me, because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know how I got this going. But I'm able to get this. But I appreciate y'all coming on with me. I appreciate everybody joining me tonight. I really do appreciate just for you all to listen and hear out what was really on my heart. I'm learning so much with this digital marketing. Like I said, it's a program. It's not a course. And with a course, you learn from beginning to the end. But with a program, it starts from the very beginning and it keeps building. Same thing when you profit off of yourself. When you invest in yourself, you want to build and build and build. And when you finally build up to what you want and you invest that investment turns back and back. Hi, Rick. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate coming in. You know, you invest more in yourself, and you invest in who you are. And when you begin to invest in yourself, you begin to know who you are. You begin to learn other opportunities that are out there. And you know what? I really do appreciate you all joining me tonight. I am going to get off of here because it is almost time for my bedtime. Because, I got to do my 9 to 5 job. Working that 9 to 5 really sucks and I hate to do it. But I know that I am investing in myself. I know I'm growing, and I know that I've profited, and when I invest in myself and I'm profiting more into myself, and I'm investing more time in myself, and I'm able to develop skills, high income skills. And what's also great about this program is that you have a done for you program. It's automated. You do not have to have a following. You do not need to have, tech skills. Everything's done for you. And then on top of that, you don't have to do any cold calling. You don't have to do any direct messaging. You don't have to ask or beg family members. And you really don't have to hear the word no, which is great. Because I may be talking to you tonight and you may already made up in your mind, nope, don't want anything to do with that. But you know what? I just appreciate you coming in and joining me. I appreciate the fact that you are saying nothing. Just your presence makes a difference. You acknowledging that I'm here tonight is what makes a difference. So be blessed. Enjoy your evening. Have a good night. And I'll see you again.